standing next to me. I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. They're all the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
Salve, salve, Bio Nation! How you guys doing? Good evening. Welcome to another edition of Friday Night Live, where we're always here to talk about Brazil, to discuss the country and all the projects of this amazing channel, and of course the participation of the BU Nation, you guys who are so interested in this country of Brazil, of learning about the culture, about the music, about the politics, about whatever there is to learn and to talk about, right? First of all, thank you very much for taking your time to be here with me. Let me see if my audio is working okay. Yes, it is working okay. Tisha is here with us, thank God. Hi Tisha, how are you? Good evening. Very nice to see you here as always. Always supporting the channel, always helping us a lot. Thank you very much. Guys, just reminding you that every Mondays and Fridays, as I always say at the beginning of our live streams, we have the live stream, okay, at 6:30 Brasilia time. So go check what time it is in Brazil and schedule for you guys to be here with me as well. Geneviero, how are you? Nice to see you one more time here. Thank you very much. So Mondays and Fridays at 6:30 Brasilia time. And remember, we always have, I'm gonna say I try, but this week finally I was able to do that. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Brasilia time, we have content here on the channel. We have a new video, so keep an eye on them, please, for you to help us, for you to enjoy Brazil, of course, but for you to help us with the numbers and everything. On Monday, I posted a video about Virada Cultural, which is the culture festival we have in São Paulo every year. The lasts 24 hours. Of course, I didn't stay out the whole night, but I was there in many moments of this festival. So I posted this on Monday, and I ended up walking around the downtown area and showing you guys the places and all the events that were taking place. But I decided, after I had recorded this, I decided to go back to the downtown area and make a different video, or at least a walking vlog, because I wanted to show you guys something I have been telling you constantly on the live streams here, that São Paulo is working hard on keeping the downtown area safe and many places of the city. That includes Avenida Paulista as well, because it's a response that the government has for any kind of petty crimes that might want to take place in this location, specific spots. So I return there because sometimes I tell people that I see lots of cops, and people end up asking me if it's because it's a holiday or because it's a touristic area. No, it has nothing to do with this. First of all, São Paulo doesn't have a tradition of having many tourists. This is something that has been developing in the past few years, thank God. But we still have a long way to go, like improving the format of the tickets we offer for the visitors, because in the past we had a card that could be filled with 10 trips, 10 rides, and nowadays we don't. You guys have to buy singularly, and also the app doesn't work for foreigners, which sucks, just for the locals. So I can see that we still have a long way to go, but this action with the police has nothing to do with the tourism. It has more to do with the local citizens, because the city of São Paulo wants to change the downtown area, or at least the way that people see it. There's a project, you guys might have heard me say this many times before. There's a project for the complete renewal of the downtown area of São Paulo, which includes the transferring of the governmental palace to the downtown area. Nowadays it's in Morumbi, it's very far, nothing close by, no subway stations of any kind. It's just a monstrosity, like a lot of people say. A lot of specialists in urbanism and architecture say São Paulo can be the first place to really change this, situation, because like Brazil did with the capital, it took it out of Rio and it put in the middle of nothing to build something new. And a lot of specialists say this is terrible, because I think the city or the capital or the governmental palace needs to be part of a city that is already founded, that is already established. And São Paulo has the opportunity to do this, to return the governmental palace to the downtown area, and thus bring evolution to the area again, attract new companies, new businesses, new restaurants, you name it. The possibilities are so vast, and the sky is the limit. So I wanted to film there, and I ended up posting a 1.4 hour video. It's a long one, but I wanted to show you everything that I saw, all the nuances of the city, all the beauty, and also the ugliness of a few regions. And I just wanted you guys to have a candid vision of the city. And too bad, I don't know why, I had very few views in this video. I even changed the thumbnail. I think people were not very interested in watching about the downtown area, which saddens me, because I thought it was something interesting. But I don't know, maybe the guys saw, oh, it's too long, I don't have time today, maybe on the weekend. So I want to hear from you guys what you think of it. If this is the kind of video I should be focusing my energies upon. If not, I'm going to change, right? Because I don't want to waste my time and not yours with anything that you guys might not like. But the views were so bad, like probably the worst views in I don't know, maybe compared to the videos of the beginning of the channel, which is a shame, because it's so full of details. It has so many places that you could explore, of course, if you guys are interested in learning about São Paulo, right? So many suggestions of places, right? I think I covered a lot of things in this video. I showed like many bars and bakeries that you could go. I also showed you some cultural stuff, even toys, vintage toys I was able to show in this video. I hope people end up appreciating the walking vlog. But I want to hear from you guys. If you guys have anything to say about this video in particular, or if you didn't watch because it was long, or if you didn't have time, I want to know everything. So if you are here with me, step up, say hello. It's important that you guys participate. Bring your questions. Let's talk about Brazil. Let's discuss the country. And I just posted a video, guys. Some people didn't understand at the beginning what the video was about. That video is a continuation of another one that I made past October. I think I don't remember exactly the day, but I think it was October, that's for sure. That I have a friend here in São Paulo. I ended up meeting him actually in one of my videos when I was making a video, about the independence of Brazil. I ended up meeting this guy, so we became acquaintances because he was a monarchist a movement supporter. If you guys are not aware, there's a movement in São Paulo, in Brazil actually, to return the monarchy to Brazil. People say that the republic was a coup d'etat, right? Historically, it is. If you check this, they forced the royal family out of the country, and they kicked their butts away from here. Our second emperor, which was Dom Pedro II, even died in exile in France, depressed because he loved Brazil. So these monarchy supporters, they say that Brazil would be better, especially in identity. We would be better if we had a monarchy in the terms of what we have in Spain and in Portugal and in England, you know. Something we had in the past, it would be much better, even for our identity as people, right? Knowing our background, our heritage. So there's a big discussion about this sometimes. And this guy is a supporter. So he has a very beautiful work with kids from the communities, the poor communities of Brazil. I've heard that today we can't say favelas, so people say communities. And he gives these kids the opportunity to play soccer. So he has a soccer school, or football if you guys prefer, a football school where he teaches football for the kids, and he gives these kids an opportunity not to be involved in bad things. So once they're busy playing sports, doing stuff, playing football, they are away they are away from the drugs and all this kind of bad paths, right? So one day he called me to record in his school and show his work, and I went to USP, which is the University of São Paulo here, because he had a game there with another team. So I made a video in October. I don't know how many of you have watched this video. It was really good, and during the video I ended up asking people to contribute if you guys had the possibility to donate, to do something for the kids, because the kids lacked everything. He said that some of the kids would go and play football hungry. So he was always preparing some sandwiches, and there were kids that would eat 4 or 5 hot dogs, just so you understand. And other cases, of course, he didn't want to say that in front of the cameras, but he said this in the backstage. That other kids, like their houses were a mess, a complete mess, so completely unstructured and not good for the mental health. So they found in the school an opportunity for them to be doing something good with their lives. And the interesting thing that I learned was that the objective of that school was not to like find clubs for these kids to become professional athletes, professional football players, but to take them out of the streets so that they don't become a target for the drugs, for the drug trafficking, the organized crime, and this kind of things. And that's a very beautiful thing. So he gives these boys an opportunity for them to grow, to learn how to respect their parents, their superiors, the nation. And, a lot of things are changing in the lives of these kids, but they lack everything, guys. Some of them don't have the cleats to play when they play in the field. Others don't have the tennis shoes to play when they play in the court. So I ended up asking people, hey, if you guys want to contribute and stuff, do it, So what happened was one of the subscribers ended up contributing, right? She felt touched by the story and the kids and the whole project, and she contributed. And she donated to Pina. Pina is the guy there. And he said, "Hey, Mark, I just received a donation. It's probably from one of your subscribers." And then she confirmed, "Yeah, I made a donation." And with the money, he was able to buy the uniforms for the kids, the shirts. But it's amazing because he was so happy. He almost cried talking to me. And he wanted us to be there because he wanted to report what the money was used for. He wanted to tell this subscriber that asked me not to reveal her identity, her name, and I respected that. But he wanted to show her that the money had been used in favor of the kids. So I went there, and the result is the video that I just posted. I posted like less than 1 hour ago, I believe. So guys, I'm not making any money with that video because I put the national anthem, and I put the national anthem from the Air Force. So the anthem is registered, which is ridiculous in my opinion. It's the national anthem, so they shouldn't be requiring copyright in this thing. So I'm not making any money with that video, and I don't care. I think it's more important the project with the kids. So if you guys can give me the views, watch, please help. I think it's very important. And I want to thank again the subscriber, if she's watching, I don't know, for donating. I even left a message for her at the end of the video because she just changed the lives of many kids. You can see some of the kids in this video. Not all the kids were there, I'm gonna say. Some others were not there compared to the first video because they grew, and also because they got jobs, which is the ultimate target of the school. I thought it was transforming them into Neymars. That's something very hard to do. Neymar is out of the curve. It's not every day that you have this kind of things. His dad is really smart. He's a very good businessman. So no wonder he is who he is, right? But other than that, it's really hard. So what Pina explained to me is the focus is to find the jobs for these kids, to change the lives of these kids so that they can fight their way into a better life, because it's just upon their hands to do that, and with some support of us and all the other people that are interested in helping. But Pina is a very honest man. From the very first beginning, he sent me the balance with the money checked in. Hey, look, I received this. I'm gonna use that. He showed me the budgets, all the things. So fantastic, fantastic. I want to thank you. If you are watching, subscriber, you have changed the lives of many kids. You have to know that. It's very important. And if you want to help, guys, whatever the amount, the money is going for him, for the school, okay? Just to make it clear, you can see that the PayPal is, I don't remember, I think it's Escola de Futebol, EF Império do Brasil FC, if I'm not mistaken. You can check the video again. Every money is going to him, directly to him and to his company, for him to use in the benefit of the kids. Fantastic. The kids were happy. They were celebrating with a new jersey. Amazing. I just loved that. Losing the game was just a detail because they had a blast, I'm going to say, during that video. Okay? Let me read a few of your messages because I'm just talking like crazy. Tisha is saying about the video, I enjoy some areas in your walking vlog that I had not had the chance to explore yet. Thank you. Hey, Mark and WU family, how's everyone? As for me, I'm at the clinic. I've come to a conclusion that I have a work-related injury. Oh my God, man. I wish you better days because you have had trouble with your health. No. Garvar, how are you, man? 1 hour and 40 minutes a long video is, buddy. But the point is, you don't have to watch the whole video. I mean, there were so many good places that I just didn't want to cut out of the final cut. And I watch other guys like that make vlogs. Sometimes the vlogs are super long. And the point is, people can watch as much as they want. It's not a problem. But the point is, I was just trying to understand if looking at 1 hour and 40, really demotivates people to even watch a little, because you don't have to watch 30 minutes for you to count the view for the YouTube. But I got 25 views. That's just crazy. Just crazy. Maybe you're right. I think the problem is people saw the length and said, "Oh, I'm not gonna go for it." But watch the beginning only. I don't know. Or maybe the video is not interesting. That's the point. Maybe walking vlogs are not that interesting as I thought, right? Yeah, but I think so. I think the problem is the length. But I wanted to give the people an experience, like if they were in a live stream with me, because if we were having a live stream, the video would last 2 or 3 hours. So that's the point. Hillbilly, how are you, man? Why can't you say favelas? I'd call it what it is. There's a word for it. Some wokeness. I don't know. I'm not part of the woke movement. I didn't say you can't say. If I did, I was wrong. I misexpressed myself. I'm saying it's not the most common term nowadays. I don't know if they are trying not to offend the people who live on the favelas, which is bullshit. It is what it is. And the point is, we need to stop trying to. I mean, respect is necessary everywhere, and nobody is obliged to receive criticism or being called names. But come on, there are certain things that are nonsense. It's a favela. It is what it is. I think the point is teaching the people how to improve their lives to the point they don't have to live there anymore, right? But I hear from Brazilians a lot the word comunidade. That's why I changed and I said comunidade, okay? Yes. Oh, Charles just said what I said. It's out of respect for the residents. Some residents, I don't know. Look, I'm 45. I'm going to be 45 years old in 3 months. I don't know. Maybe I got frozen because when I was a kid back in the 90s, the end of the 80s and the 90s, these things didn't offend. Nowadays, I don't know. Things have changed a lot. When I learned English, I learned the word fat. Oh, the guy is fat. I recently learned, recently, 5 years ago, that the word is heavy. You can't say fat. So, I don't know, languages change, right? It's a living thing, okay? Yes, Tisha, the kids are getting jobs and moving on. I don't know if you saw the video, but that part, I mean, I think you did because you even commented there. When we were like in the locker rooms, I said, how many of you were here in the first video? Just the four boys raised their hands, and because they are very little. The bigger ones have, probably they say, look, soccer is not going to take me where I need to be. I need to find a job, you know? I need to find a job. And that's what Pina said. The main focus of the school is basically helping kids to change their lives, you know? Under-resourced neighborhood over ghetto, yeah. Yeah, languages change, basically. Yeah, I kind of subscribe to that idea as well. You know, I think the problem is not in the lexical thing. It's not in the lexis. The problem is the reality. The reality is that. So calling it a paradise, it's not gonna change the location and make it better. But I think we have to avoid getting down to this path because nowadays everything you say you can be, canceled or pointed the finger at because, it's complicated. There are some traumas in a lot of people, unfortunately, because they have their own stories, I understand, but it won't change anything, right? Especially because we know, at least myself, I never use the word favela as pejorative, as an offense. I grew up listening to the word favela. So how do you call the generation? How do you call the whole generation of the 80s and say, guys, okay, from now on this word is canceled? You know, I grew up learning Portuguese and the word was favela. What is a favela? Even in school, okay, inside the classroom, favela is a location full of shacks, blah blah blah. Basic sanitations don't have sometimes. And the community was maybe when the residents got together, but the geographical space was called favela. You know. Yeah, okay, but yeah, never hurts to be polite, Ish. I agree, but I don't know if the word favela is offensive. This is something I still need to learn. Because I repeat, when I was a kid, it was not it was not a problem, even for the people who lived in the favela. I remember like I came from a low middle class family. Okay, my father worked his rear off to give us everything we needed. But we lived close to a favela. We didn't live inside the favela, but we lived very close to a favela. Like 2 streets down, there was a favela. And we had a lot of friends from the favelas. The masons or the bricklayers who worked in the construction of our house, after 30 years of work for my father, he could finally put his project into practice. So he hired two of these guys, very nice people. And I would say, hey, where do you guys live? I was a young, and they would say, a favela here. It was never offensive. I don't know why suddenly out of the blue it is. So, but I respect you guys. Don't want me to call favela. I'm not gonna call favela. I respect everybody. So, I what I told you at the beginning is because I don't see many people using the word favela anymore. They use comunidade. So I think I should also adapt to that, right? Perfect, Charles. Yeah. Yeah, everybody needs to be in shape, Charles, you know? Everybody. This and I see a lot of people taking their bodies for granted, you know? There's a doctor here that is very famous in Brazil, Drauzio Varela. He appears on TV a lot. And he said people really take their lives for granted. He said if you live a life that um, you don't have time for exercising, you're living a life wrong. Quit the job, but exercise should be first. And he said something that really shook my world. He said, "Do you understand that without your body working properly, there is no daughter, there's no wife, there's no husband? Do you understand that? There's no life, because your family will be going to the party. You will stay home, because you're sick. So your body is your vehicle for your soul. You need to have time to take care of yourself." And I have seen this very much ever since my father developed Alzheimer's, because I go to Hospital das Clínicas here in São Paulo, which is a big public hospital. Wonderful, marvelous, fantastic. They give all these medications for free. For free. I think I've said that before. One of them, it's not here. One of them costs $900 the box, and the government gives for free. So I go there and I see so many people aging in a very bad way, you know, aging without quality, aging. They can even walk up a few steps, you know. So it's just crazy. So every time I go there, it's a wake up call for me. And I am reminded that I need to have time to take care of my body. We are fluffy, that's a good one. Yeah, Charles, based on the pictures I have seen close to or by the side of my other friends, come on, this guy is a basketball player. How tall are you, Charles? Because look, Kevin is a big guy, right? But when I see Kevin by your side, I think you're much taller than him, man. How tall are you? Mason, very cool. Oh, I think I said the word correctly then. Because I learned as well, I learned bricklayer as well. Stonework myself. That's cool, Hillbilly. My wife hates me sometimes because I eat like a dinosaur. I pig out basically, and I my genetics is really good because I don't get. I think I instead of losing gaining weight, I lose weight when I eat. That's just incredible. You know, my metabolism might be very very fast because my father was like this, even slimmer. You know, especially now. But my brothers, he has this physique and everything. Never got to be chubby or never in my life. So my wife says, "Oh, I hate you because I gain weight if I breathe deeper." And you eat lasagna and then you go for ice cream and you're always the same weight. It's incredible. Ah, man, Hillbilly, I'm reading your comments about going to the gym. I don't know. Going to the gym, it should be as we call, sine qua non condition, like basic. Human beings need to pump iron. It's proven. When you have muscles, and I saw this last night, the amount of muscles that you have means how long you're gonna live. I'm sorry to shock your world, but it's true. The amount of muscles you got. In the past, people saw this as vanity only. The amount of muscles that you get is how long you're gonna live because the muscles help in everything. Everything, basically. The muscles have the power to heal problems. It's incredible, you know. I remember being the neighbor of a woman, middle-aged woman, who started exercising. She was really heavy, and she started exercising. And she said, "Oh, my life has changed so much. Even the glasses I'm wearing less and less." Incredible. The glasses, can you believe it? I don't know what happens. It's just magical when you exercise. I think your muscles release a lot of endorphins, and these things are magical for the body. Every time I travel to Brazil, 5 kilos just because I have to taste different food. Yeah, man, I know, because the food here is just delicious. Yeah, Hillbilly, I have made a video about this. I have made a video about this because they delivered this to my father. Okay, this is little because I think he has a very close appointment. But when it was longer, even the patches they gave, and the patches are not here. Probably he has a lot in his house, which is a Alzheimer's patch that you put on the skin, and it releases some medications. It costs almost 1,000 reais, man. And the government of São Paulo gives this for you for free. And not only that, they deliver to your house with a biker. A motor biker goes to your house in the right date because they have a calculation on the computer. This is gonna last 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, the motorboy is buzzing at your door. Hey, beep, 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 beep. And then you go, this is their father's medication. Fantastic. Very good for a third world country, right? As a lot of people like to say. Ah, Charles, you're saying that the pictures were photoshopped, my brother. No, you are a tall man. How tall are you? I want you to tell us, if you don't mind, of course. You could play basketball, my brother. Probably when I meet you in person, I will have to talk to you like this because I'm pretty short. I'm 5'8". Or for you guys who are not familiar with the American metrics, which I don't understand why you guys have these metrics, but this is a story or a conversation for another day. I'm 170. I'm very short, you know. Alteos, how are you, brother? Let me just take the cat away because he destroyed my Ayrton Senna today. Get out. He broke my Ayrton Senna. I was very happy when I saw. Yeah, Fortaleza, man, Rio, don't get me started on Rio, okay? Because Rio is the mecca of the fitness. It's incredible. You see like 65-year-old ladies who look 40, 35, very, very, very much in good shape, you know? Very much in good shape. I was gonna say shredded. They're shredded, ripped, you know. That's real, because you have to exhibit your body much more often than anywhere else. It's just too hot for you to be wearing this, you know. Do you think if I lived in Rio, I would be having a live stream inside my house like that? Probably at the beach, you know. It really motivated me to get up early and exercise daily. Yeah, man, that's the environment of Rio. 20 pounds in Brazil in 2 weeks. I really wish I could understand 20 pounds. Man, I hate your pounds metrics, man. I teach English in Brazil and I say, hey, I've been speaking English forever. Don't get me started on pounds, okay? It sucks. Sucks. No idea. 20 pounds, 9 kilos. Okay, now I understand. And your miles. Oh my God. 3 miles away from here. Come again, please. I wasn't putting all the chemicals in my body. I felt like my digestive system was running smoother. Oh, exercise is so good. And I'm addicted to running. I love running. I wish I could make videos just running. You know, too bad I haven't been doing lately because I love running. I think better when I'm running. I think the blood is running so fast inside my brain, things get clearer for me. I love to come up with decisions when I'm running. Fantastic. When I have a company, I'm gonna tell the other people, let's run. We're gonna decide this on the trekking place, you know. Harmonia, the street, yes, buddy. But this is my neighborhood has a lot of slopes as well. That's the topography in Brazil. It sucks, you know. 4'5", 6". Oh, 4 feet 6. I know you are 4 feet 6, buddy. I know, Charles. Tisha is talking about what I said. There's a delay between what I say and your comments, okay? Tisha is saying about what I said, commenting what I said on the medication. And you have no idea, Tisha. When I go to Hospital das Clínicas, I see cars from other city halls. So that it's written, Prefeitura de São José dos Campos. They come from far away to treat their patients in São Paulo. Because this hospital is a reference for Latin America, man. It's incredible. It's a privilege to have my both parents being treated there because you don't get this every day. Teos is talking about Leblon and stuff. When I went to Rio, one of the last times, I think I went by bus. So I got off at the Novo Rio, the station, the bus station, and then I took the VLT, which is the train there. Veículo leve sobre trilhos, so a light vehicles over tracks. That's the meaning. It took me downtown. From downtown, I walked until Copacabana because I had plenty of time until I met my Canadian friend. So I said, let's walk and make a video. I think the live stream is there on the channel. So I walked all the way. It's a long walk, man, from the downtown area to Copacabana. All the way, Botafogo, beach and everything, until Copacabana. It was fantastic. Oh, Charles is saying the fitness culture in Rio is insane. It is, Charles. Very much. It is insane. I think I'll read from here because here is faster. Nine kilos, yeah, I checked. So the metric system has been has been spawned by Satan himself. You're funny tonight, Charles. I'm enjoying this new you. No, but you guys want to be different. Just a small criticism. You guys want to be different. Miles, pounds, yards. The whole world says meters, kilometers. You guys say miles, pounds, feet, inches. Right? Camino Francis. Some things are metal, other things are imperial. Yeah, I know. I know the feeling. Yeah, what meds? I have something that made him see the yellow canary of Brazil. No, but that's good, okay, Charles. This is really good. I like that you are joking a lot, but please share with us the medication to make our days happier. Maybe it was the muscle relaxer then, man, that made you more cheerful. I'm not saying you usually, but you're more collected, right? Yes, I my friend was in Rio, and he was a little disappointed because he was a kind of chubby, and he said, "Oh man, I feel like a bug in the city. I think I'll get the train back to Canada. The train, no, sorry, the plane back to Canada. I feel like a bug here, man." Yeah. But buddy, let me tell you, if I lived at the beach, which is a plan down the line, maybe my days in São Paulo are being counted already. So if I lived at the beach, I would definitely exercise every day. Because the sun, the beautiful water, the people walking around, it just motivates you to go to the bar and start exercising the bar. So outdoors, just amazing, you know. Life is not only, hey, we need to make money. Hey, what for? What? For traveling. Traveling where? To the beach. They go to the beach without having money. So, I think life changes its perspective, in my opinion. Wow. 20 per pill. Garvar, I know another name. Santiago de Compostela? Is this the name? Santiago de Compostela. Santiago de Compostela. I think it's Caminho de Santiago de Compostela. It's really famous. If I'm not mistaken, our wizard, his name is Paulo Coelho, probably the most famous author of Brazil, writer. He has a book that he talks about Santiago de Compostela because they say it's magical. It crosses Spain, Portugal, if I'm not mistaken. It's very interesting. But this one I never heard. It's the same, man. Yeah, Caminho Francês, also known as Caminho Francês, is the most popular route of Caminho de Santiago. So yeah, it's inside what I was talking. The pilgrims did this a lot, right? Yeah, that's exactly the same path that we're talking about. Santiago de Compostela is a city, but also a route, or a route. I don't know which pronunciation is better. It's also a track, a route, so they call it Caminho de Santiago. That's what I was talking to you about. I went to college with a girl. She prepared herself for this track because it says it's something spiritual for people who believe in this kind of things. She said that you change as a person in spirit and stuff. So I heard that from her, you know. But it's the same one we're talking about. If you got an apartment in São Paulo, you would exercise more, Hillbilly. Yeah, people in São Paulo love the fitness as well. Just take a look at the gyms, they're always pumping. Thoughts on Ancelotti's first match in charge? Also, Caicedo and Kenny Paz from Ecuador, quality players too. I was working when the game was on. I had this computer that you guys see me through with the game, and the other computer I was working, but I was not even paying attention to my student. But I sometimes, like when he was, reading something, I would take a glance. So I didn't even see the best moments later on. Because I understand. Like the guy came, he gave one practice, one training, and then he had a game. So, and if Ecuador has improved a lot, because we beat Ecuador in the past with our eyes closed and one hand on the back. But now football is different nowadays. So we are bad and the guys are a little better. So they're the best defense. What I can tell you, Charles, is Ancelotti hasn't had time to prepare the team. They don't have this synchrony. They're not in sync, So they need more time to play together. I think this is something that will come down the line. Not surprised with the tie. Of course, I expected them to win, but we don't have a Romário or a Ronaldo or a Ronaldinho Gaúcho or a Kaká. We don't have a player that would really make a difference. Maybe I'm wrong, right? They say Rafinha is really good and also Richarlison, but I think it takes a little more time for the team to be like he wants. So what happened last night is absolutely understanding. However, we're going to get Paraguay on the next game, and we better be playing something because we need to classify, right, to the World Cup. So we are in the fourth position. If I'm not mistaken, Colombia is gonna play tonight, Charles. I don't know if they're playing already, maybe. And if Colombia wins, they will pass us. We're gonna fall to maybe fifth position, which I don't remember to have seen in decades. You know, Brazil was always the first to qualify. I just saw a piece of news here. Dollar drops and closes on the lowest or the lowest value since October 2024. How much is it now? 557. It's still high. Yeah, but okay, it was above this up until today. R$ 5.57 for a dollar. The drop of 0.28% towards real. So I wonder if Colombia is already playing. It doesn't say anything here. Yeah, the heating Rio in Fortaleza is no joke. When I was in Fortaleza, Teos, what I noticed is the wind. The wind is so strong and so good. You don't feel as hot. Okay, maybe it was the time that I was there. Maybe it was in September. So, because I have a student who grew up in Fortaleza, and she said that the heat is incredible. But it has a lot of wind to help refresh as well. Yeah, look at what Hillbilly is saying. So yeah, probably no need for a sauna. Água de coco. Yeah. I would like to explore more Fortaleza because it's very nice city, you know. I stayed very little there, but I'd like to explore a little bit more. I mean, there are so many places in Brazil that I'd like to go. You guys have no idea. The Northeast is just fantastic. Now it says here that the airline Go is not in trouble in the United States anymore in terms of finances. They have overcome the situation, and now they are focused on expanding internationally. Wow, what a change. What a turn of tables. Fantastic. What else is going on here? Oh, guys, I don't want to just talk about soccer, but I'm so excited that the Club World Cup starts this weekend. Can you imagine? Flamengo is gonna play Palmeiras. No, four teams of Brazil. Oh, I'm so excited. On Sundays, things are very busy here, but I really wanted to watch the three games that are gonna take place on Sunday. You know, for you guys who are in the U.S., maybe you could try and watch at the stadium. Best barbershop I've ever been to was in Fortaleza. The seafood market on the beach is pretty awesome. Yeah, I tried a restaurant there that was incredible. Incredible. Really? He may have picked the right team to coach. Of course, he got Brazil, man. Brazil is Brazil. That's a good one. But hey, let me tell you, make no mistake, he's gonna have a lot of trouble to organize things here because things have been really disorganized for many years. Okay. Really, Tails, the goal is your favorite one. That's nice. Yeah, there are so many flights. I don't understand this. That instead of flying from Fortaleza to the United States, which is halfway, man, they go back to São Paulo, man. How crazy is this? I was checking some flights go back to São Paulo before they return to the United States. That's true. Man, you are on the curve of Brazil, basically. From there, get a slingshot, you're gonna be Miami. My goodness. I understand because São Paulo is where the people with more money live, right? That's not my case yet. But people buy the tickets from here. Maybe the search for tickets is much higher in São Paulo. So that's why they come down here. Man, that's the point. They have declared bankruptcy and also in the United States because they have business there. And the report here says it's done. They are way past this situation. They have recovered from the bankruptcy, from the problem in the United States. There's a name. I even said this last time, but I didn't memorize, which is recuperação judicial. Recuperação judicial. One second. I even read this for you guys. It's receivership. Judicial recovery. It's not common. Is when you tell the law that you don't have money to pay or your creditors, something like this. So they have gone past this. They're not in this situation anymore. Now they're talking about expansion. You know. You mean the azul? Ah, sorry. Oh, sorry. My bad. We were talking about two different things. I didn't pay attention that you said azul, not goal. I don't know the situation azul, but there was a plan, Hillbilly, to for Go and Azul to join forces. Let me see the situation nowadays. There was a plan for Go and Azul to join forces, to have a fusion. Uh, the most, oh no, this is from January. Well, the news are old here, but it says that they had an agreement with the creditors, and they eliminated more than 11 billion reais in debts. So I think they're okay now. Mm. No, they're still looking for other. Chapter 11 is what you guys call maybe chapter 11. So they have gone through chapter 11. No, they're still going through chapter 11. Yes. Let's see. But they have plans to get out of it very fast, it says here. Maybe. Maybe they have a deal with American Airlines, not sure. Yes. They are going through chapter 11 right now, Garvar. But it says here they have big plans and a very clear path to go through this very easily. Let's see. Because they have made agreements with a lot of creditors. Many companies airlines go through this, no? It might be a very hard business. I think they still make profit, but it might be hard. Hillbilly, fly us to some other part of Brazil. That would be great, you know. Where would you like to go in Brazil? Still delisted on the US. Yeah, but I think Azul might get out of this very fast. Until March 2026. Yeah, but they're already working on restructuring during this period. You know, let's see. And I want to understand if this idea of partnership or fusion between the two companies, um, the acquisition of Azul by Gol is really gonna happen. So I don't know, because Gol was in trouble as well, but it's not anymore. Now they're talking about international expansion. So thought they were gorgeous and super fit. Yeah, I don't remember if I have ever flown by Gol, man. I really like Latam. I think most of the time that I flew was with Latam. In the past was just TAM, right? TAM, TAM. But nowadays is Latam. Last time I went to Fortaleza, it was Latam. Very simple for me, very uh, fast. The guys are good. I don't know, their services have always been good, in my opinion. Even when I went to Europe, I think I flew with Latam, you know, when I went to Germany. It was Latam. You're not a fan of Gol, my friend. Yeah, I really no. I don't think Latam is gonna be bought by Gol. Relax. Azul might. Azul might because I heard something. On the contrary, everything's okay. Check it out. I'm gonna read that for you. Latam will have more than 20 new routes in Brazil until the end of 2025, says its CEO. If you guys want me to read the report, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna read the headline. You let me know. Latam is okay. As we say in Portuguese, vai bem, obrigado. It's going good, thank you very much. Latam will significantly expand its network in Brazil with more than 20 new routes planned from today until the end of 2025 between domestic and international destinations. The information was shared by the CEO of Latam Airlines Group, Roberto Alvo, when citing the strategic role of the Brazilian market. With over 200 million inhabitants, Brazil currently accounts for 50% of the South American population and represents more than half of the region's GDP. Thank you very much. Not naturally, the country also has the largest domestic air market in South America and the fifth largest in the world, a scenario that favors the expansion of LATAM's network. Every time we announce a new route, I think about how we make life easier for our passengers. This is part of what drives us every day, improving each trip always. Currently, LATAM flies to 55 domestic destinations and 23 international destinations from Brazil, numbers that continue to grow. Among the new international flights of note are the Rio de Janeiro Buenos Aires, São Paulo Córdoba, Florianópolis Lima routes. So from Rio to Buenos Aires, from São Paulo to Córdoba, Argentina, from Florianópolis to Lima, Peru. The airline also announced a seasonal route between São Paulo and Bariloche. Wow! Because the Brazilians like to go to Bariloche. It's our Aspen in South America. With daily flights between June 23rd and August 31st. Vacation, winter vacation. Brazilians go to Bariloche a lot. In the domestic market, LATAM is investing in strategic routes that expand access to tourist destinations and reinforce regional integration. Highlights include the São Paulo, wow guys, São Paulo Bonito, which is in Mato Grosso do Sul. It's a beautiful location. I mean, people go it's called Espelho Mergulho. The water is so crystal clear, you have the sensation of being flying, especially because the river flow takes you away, sorry. So you just release the arm and you put the snorkel and the goggles and you see the fish and the water takes you. It's like you're flying. So there's going to be a flight from São Paulo straight to Bonito now. Porto Alegre until Belo Horizonte and São Paulo, Fernando de Noronha. Wow! From São Paulo to Fernando de Noronha is an island in Pernambuco. Fantastic, fantastic. It's probably the most beautiful place in Brazil, you know? New connections between the northeast and southeast are also planned, such as São Paulo, Rio Branco, which is in Acre. Wow. People say Acre doesn't exist. It's like the island of Lost. All the Acreanos are going to hate me now. São Paulo, Fortaleza, and also Juazeiro do Norte. Belém to Rio de Janeiro, strategic route for COP30, which is the environment summit that's going to take place in Brazil. So they're going to open this route. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, guys. So the Boeing would, okay, the Airbus would kill you, right, Hillbilly? That is the best down there. Curitiba, São Paulo e Fortaleza. So maybe João Pessoa, Paraíba. João Pessoa is beautiful. Rio Grande do Sul, depends on what you're looking for, man. If you want to see beaches, I would recommend like Alagoas, okay? Alagoas would be nice. Maceió, right? Maragogi. Morro de São Paulo. So many places that you could explore. Belém. Mendoza. No, I haven't seen any routes there. Nobody lost you for me. Why? Lots of great routes through Brazil. They do need more routes to Natal. Absolutely. Now, the idea was Azul and Gol, not Azul and Latam, Garvar. But Azul and Gol is more likely. I fly from Amsterdam So KLM is my preferred, okay. I remember, Garvar, as you are an European, when I went to Germany, we landed in Frankfurt, and then from Frankfurt we got a connection flight to Vienna. But we flew with LATAM, and from Vienna from Frankfurt to Vienna, we took a connection flight um, from Lufthansa, right? Buddy, was a smaller airplane. I don't know if the pilot was really in a rush to go home because he was flying like this and he would drop 1,000 feet like this, like like 3 4 times. My God, I felt like I was in a roller coaster, man. Jesus Christ, the you know the butterflies in my stomach all the time. So MSAR on my radar. I definitely want to go to João Pessoa. Oh, I need to make a video about that, the Polo Turístico Cabo Branco project. Just have been so busy, but I will work on that, I promise. Acre is the Wyoming of Brazil. I don't know. I didn't know Wyoming was like that. How about where Stephen King was born? Maine. Maine is not considered like this either. Yeah, but I think Embraer has bigger planes as well, Charles, not only smaller ones. Why did they say to skip it? I don't know. I think this kind of things don't go here, don't go there. Like people will base what is good or bad upon their experiences only, right? There are people who go and they have a blast, you know. People say, hey, don't see this movie. And then you go see the movie and the movie is fantastic. I don't know to what extent we need to believe these people, right? Okay, it's a good recommendation. Why? All right, but maybe I can have a different experience, or maybe I could just avoid the places that you said are bad, you know? Hey, Baldini, welcome. Welcome to our live stream. Thanks for being here, buddy. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys, please. Make sure you smash the like button. Yeah, because Natal, I have a friend who's been there like 6 times. Every time he goes, he says, it's a paradise. Of course, I prefer to live in São Paulo because of my business, my job, but it's a paradise. Now, I think they have bigger planes, Charles. I'm not a plane specialist, but I think Embraer is really good at making also other kinds of planes. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they make other ones. Because I remember reading something somewhere that they were manufacturing a bigger one for selling to I don't know which country. Don't remember. Any one of you have been to Maranhão? To Lençóis Maranhenses? People say it's incredible. Like you have big natural swimming pools among the dunes. Can you imagine? Oh my God, I have so many places to explore in this country. Please help us, help the channel, help this poor YouTuber here to go and show these places for you. I would have no trouble in making videos everywhere. It would be amazing. Yeah, I have never been to any of these places. I don't know if Charles has been to Recife, but my uncle travels a lot. He says Recife is kind of simple, that Fortaleza is better. And now compared it to Natal, maybe Natal is better. I don't know. But I'll leave this for the people who have been there, who have experience. Praia do Cassino. Garvar said that for you to visit Praia do Cassino. Rio Grande do Sul. Aren't the waters cold there, Garvar? Yeah, that's a beautiful beach. Never heard of it. Yeah, it's a beautiful beach. Barbecue in Rio Grande do Sul might be fantastic, that's for sure. They are really good at this fogo de chão, you know. They make the grill on the ground. Might be amazing. My God, I'm getting hungry. Feel like eating barbecue now. Iguaçu, I haven't. I'd like to go to Iguaçu. I haven't been there yet. The furthest south I went, Hillbilly, for you was Curitiba, for me was Florianopolis. I've been to Florianopolis. But I joke because when I went there, I felt like a bug because I was pretty young and poor, very poor. I mean, not poor, but I was just a young man with my first job, and the people there were driving Ferraris and Porsches and Lambos, and it was amazing. So lots of top models with rich guys. It's like maybe Monaco, right? Similar to Monaco. Wow, more than 200 kilometers long. I didn't know that, Garvar. Thanks, man. You guys know more about my country than I do. That's very good. Charles, make your own experience, man. I know people maybe wanted to protect you, but you might have a different fate. I don't know. Make your own thing. Go explore and see for yourself. Maybe if you, oh, the guys were right. Okay, the maximum you're gonna say, I have the experience to talk about that. You know. Yeah, I there is a place that I'd like to go, which is in Balneário Camboriú. It's Beto Carreiro World, which for us is our Disney World. It's an amusement park. For Manuela, it would be amazing. I've never been there. People say it's really good, and I'd like to take her there, and I will one day, because it's like a Disney, you know. We lack this kind of thing. So guys, if you want to invest in Brazil, maybe you could invest and bring more amusement parks for us. How about that? How about you guys come to São Paulo and you put your money and you put up a beautiful amusement park in the middle of the city, or maybe somewhere a little on the outskirts, for us to have entertainment, because there was a place called Play Center. I grew up going to that amusement park. Too bad it shut down. It was the only amusement park that we had, and I grew up going there. It was fantastic. Too bad we don't have it anymore. People also talk about Gramado, Charles. People say Gramado is beautiful, especially for Christmas celebrations. Blumenau. Blumenau is basically Oktoberfest. Yeah, we're talking about smaller cities, right? Blumenau is very small. People just go there for the Oktoberfest celebration. Yeah, Brazil is full. Tails is talking about the places of Maranhão for adventure and stuff. Brazil is really good. If you guys really like the nature, check Jalapão. Just to research about this, and then you let me know. We have everything that is called Chapada is like a canyon. So, Chapada dos Veadeiros, Chapada Diamantina. All these places are great places for you guys to maybe even camp and see the horizon. It's just incredible. Ah, good. So they said that you wouldn't have problems. Amazing. Great. So I misunderstood you. Sorry. That's it. Go down, man. Go down there. Explore. Brazil is wow. Can you imagine? One day people will ask, "Hey, how can you describe Brazil?" I can't. You have to see for yourself because every place has some kind of culture. The northeastern culture is so rich in details, music, food, traditions, beliefs. It's just incredible. You would spend a big part of your life just exploring the Northeast, you know? Really, this movie was filmed in Lençóis Maranhenses, man. That's fantastic. Yeah, Gramado is made for Christmas celebration. I wonder how things are going there after the flooding because they said that Rio Grande do Sul would take years to recover. So I don't know. I think basically they're all back. I checked some time ago and I made a video to inform you guys about the situation, but I wonder what it is now, what it is like now. So, you know, I hope they're back. Hope all the businesses are working uh, full speed, right? Guys, give me some support on the walking vlog of the downtown area, please. Even if you don't want to pay attention, just roll there for me. I need to jack up the numbers. Very important. It helps me a lot. So you're just doing something in your house, please play the video. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes that you can help me there. Just let it roll and leave a comment at the end just for me to. I'll promise next time I'm going to reduce. I misjudged. I thought people would be interested in seeing all the details, but next time I'm gonna make a summary. I think it's the best thing, and the rest you explore for yourself. Because I think a video now should be a suggestion, hey, here and there, but the whole thing you're gonna see for yourself. I cannot spoil the place for you, right? Now I learned, but please help me with the numbers. 25 views is just disappointing, right? Just those things interesting, but it's interesting to have had that in Brazil. Very nice. Just reminding you guys, I'm working with a law office and a structure now to offer you the possibility of getting visas to Brazil. I'm not talking about the touristic one, I'm talking about the other ones like nomad, student. So if you guys wanna learn about it, you can send me a direct message. I will check prices for you and procedures and everything, okay? Just to remind you, all right? I don't know. I think I saw something about. I think they had a research today. They or a pool, right? They investigated, and they discovered that the Catholics are still the biggest number of religious people in Brazil, but the evangelicals are right there on the tail. So they're growing very fast. That's all. DW documentary about it was the best real documentary about Rio. Very nice. Thanks, Teos, for the suggestion. I'm gonna check that out definitely. Can I find this on YouTube? Do you know? I'll take notes right now. Thank you very much. I had put my name on the list to play basketball tonight. But you see how you guys are important in my life? The guys are playing basketball right now, but I'm here with you all, right? I think they have enough people. They don't even worry that I'm not there. Petrobras aims to make Africa its main export region outside Brazil. Wow, very nice. Where did you see that? What newspaper are you checking? The news was taken over by Musk and Trump, right? Everywhere you just see that, Musk and Trump. The divorce. I'm gonna get out. Bye. Oh yeah, but it was probably a survey because look at this. 1 in every 4 Brazilians is evangelical. Percentage is bigger among teenagers. So they're talking about that a lot. Something new, right? Wow, they have found a big diamond in Minas Gerais. Have you heard of that? 646, what do you guys say, carats? Wow. And it can change the color. Oh, Kira. Oh, Venezuela is playing Bolivia. It's 2-0 to Venezuela. Colombia. Colombia played Peru today. Oh, Charles. And the game ended up tied. The game ended up tied, man. So Brazil didn't lose the fourth position. Yeah. Yahoo, Petrobras CEO reported. Just Google. So tired of those. I blame MAGA for this foolishness. Yeah, the media is having a few days. Yeah, man, it's incredible. Incredible. Carats. Yeah, a diamond. Yeah, 646 carats. Or carats. In Minas Gerais, it says here. And it's big, 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 man. Incredible. President Lula is in France. I don't know if you guys seen with his buddy Macron. As Garvar said, Norway beat Italy for 3-0. Oh my God. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing interesting. Jordan, yes. Was it Jordan? Yeah, I think so. Lula is betting on Brazilian agriculture for 2025. I believe so. Lula is actually trying to convince Macron not to put any kind of barriers to the plan of the agreement between Mercosur and European Union, EU, because he is the only one opposing, man. And it's easy to understand. The French economy has a big percentage based upon agriculture, so they would be competing with ours. It would be bad for them, you know. Yeah, man. Brazil is our third largest importers. Yeah, I have seen some movements, Billy, between people are trying to replace the United States in many trades in the world. Like I've heard that many things the Chinese bought from the U.S. are now being bought from Brazil. So Brazil is making a bundle in this whole mess, you know. So probably the agreements between China and Brazil and other countries will strengthen because of Trump. Actually, what I heard is, don't want to offend anybody, but I read this last night before going to bed that Trump has been a very good president for Brazil because everything he's doing is benefiting Brazil. Because whenever people look at the U.S. and say, okay, we can count on this guy, the second on the list is us. So whatever was bought from the U.S. ends up being bought from Brazil. So the Brazilians are loving his foreign policy, you know. 3 billion is this? Yeah, reducing investment, but there are some things that are essential for their economy. They can't do without. And these things that they are not getting from the US, they will get from Brazil, you know? Guys, 1 hour and a half already together. Thank you very much for being here, for talking, for leaving your comments. Also, please remember to smash the like button. Do not leave without helping me on this. And please, I'm gonna count on you, my loyal friends, to revisit the videos of the week and jack up the numbers, please. Very important. Let the walking vlog, the very long walking vlog that I made, uh, run on your computer. Even if you don't pay attention, I don't get offended. I don't get offended. I just need this help for the channel. Just so you know, guys, it took me more than 12 hours to render the video on my software. So please do it for me. The three top places. Number one, I would definitely say Lençóis Maranhenses, because it's a very paradisic and beautiful place. Number two, I would say Maragogi, Alagoas. Wow, paradise on earth. The whole state of Alagoas is amazing. But by the way, my father-in-law is from there. So number one, Lençóis Maranhenses. Number two, um, Maragogi. And number three, what would I say? Morro de São Paulo, people say it's beautiful. I would go to João Pessoa, but okay, no, I have to pick. So number three, right now, okay, because this could change a lot. I would like to go to Ouro Preto, Minas Gerais, which is a city I have been to, but it's so fantastic. But every time I went to Ouro Preto, I stayed at my sister's house. She lives in Belo Horizonte. This time I would like to how can I say, to stay inside the city, to sleep in one of those big old houses from the 1700s and show you guys this. Maybe interview a ghost during the night that walks around carrying chains. Imagine, it would be fantastic. What a video it would be. But these three places, I would go to Lençóis Maranhenses. Oh, Natal is amazing. But okay, Lençóis Maranhenses, Maragogi, and Ouro Preto, Minas Gerais. Okay, this would be the first three places that I would go and make awesome videos for you guys. Maybe in the future I want to go to Natal, I want to go to Brasília, I don't know the capital of my country. I want to go to Rio Grande do Sul, I still don't know. Paraná, I just crossed to go to Floripa, to Santa Catarina. But I'd like to go to Paraná as well. So many places, really. I would like to film in Búzios. I've been to Búzios in Rio many times. But I haven't been to Búzios. What is the name of the other place? Blues. Ayrton Senna had a house in Angra dos Reis. I've never been to Angra dos Reis. Ayrton Senna loved Angra dos Reis. He had a mansion there. But there's another place in Rio as well that is not Angra. It looks like paradise. Don't remember. You don't know how to spell what? Ouro Preto? Yeah, no, you got it correct. Lençóis Maranhenses. Yeah, Lençóis Maranhenses is amazing. Imagine you get a bug there driving and stopping and jumping into that water. Oh my God. And it's so freaking hot and so bright. You need to be with your shades and probably you get tanned, very tanned because it's so hot, man. So hot. Imagine. On the lotion all the time and the hair burning. Fantastic. What a fantastic place, man. What a fantastic place. I know I will do that one day and you guys are gonna love it. Ouro Preto. Ouro Preto is historical. It's where the first attempt we had to kick out the Portuguese failed and our hero Tiradentes was killed and cut in pieces. and they exhibited his head downtown, and he was mutilated, so the parts of his body were scattered out the city. Very, very interesting story. And when I was there, I went to a museum and I saw a bed from the 1800s, 1700s. The wood is still there, man. The wood is so strong, it's still there. Oh my God, I don't know about you guys. I don't like the silly touristic thing. I like to explore the place that I visit and learn. I like to read about it first and then visit and say, my God. When I was in London, for example, I look at the floor and say, well, so much blood was shed here. So much history. The Roman Empire was here. The World War II bombs were dropped here. Look how much history London has got, man. Incredible. Oh, I'm gonna write for you, Hillbilly, my friend. So, number one, Lençóis Maranhenses. Number two, Maragogi. And number three, Ouro Preto. Maragogi is paradisic, the color of the water. But I would also look. It's not on my three destination list that you asked me, but I'm gonna give you more suggestions. Morro de São Paulo. It's also a suggestion. What else? I don't know if you have been to Búzios in Rio. I think Morro de São Paulo, if I'm not mistaken, is Pernambuco. Let me check. O Bahia. Morro de São Paulo, Bahia. Yeah, it's Bahia, sorry. Morro de São Paulo is Bahia, so it's very beautiful. Oh my God, I'm looking at the pictures right now. So Búzios, Rio de Janeiro, I don't know if you are aware. Angra dos Reis. But Angra dos Reis also I wanna see the other place that I was looking for. Mapa do Rio de Janeiro. Mapa do estado do Rio de Janeiro. What is the name, man? I'd like to remember that place that a lot of friends go. Mapa do Rio de Janeiro em detalhes. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna try to find the name of that place. Região dos Lagos, and then you have Búzios. Petrópolis is more região serrana, is the hills, but it's really beautiful, people say. Região dos Lagos. Rio Bonito I visited. Itaboraí I visited. São Gonçalo, Niterói, Maricá, Saquarema. What else? Arraial do Cabo. That's the place I was trying to remember. Arraial do Cabo in Rio de Janeiro. Also amazing, people say. I don't know. People say Brasilia has a lot of interesting things to do. Bars and stuff. But look, it's in the middle of the desert. It's a very arid place. I don't know if it's that interesting. Maybe if I were you, I would be visiting other places first. And I would leave Brasilia to the end of the line. You know what I mean? Leave Brasilia to the end of the line. Explore other places first, Hillbilly. And then you go to Brasilia. You know? Because there are so many other good places that you could go to. Right? Don't forget to visit Fernando de Noronha. If you like beaches, Fernando de Noronha is an island in Pernambuco. If you like beaches, you gotta visit Fernando de Noronha. It's a protected place. Just few people go into the island at a time. What else? I think basically that's all. Guys, I'm going to stop here. I have a class in 45 minutes now. I'm gonna teach a class from 9 until 10. What a warrior. Audio. Audio. Say good night, Garvard. Thank you very much. Put up one of the football jersey. You would bid for a Brazilian jersey? Garibaldi is a municipality in Rio Grande do Sul, the all Italian city. Later, man. Thank you very much, people. I'm gonna call it a night because I have a class at 9 o'clock p.m. So I'm calling it a night with you guys, but I'm going to teach actually. I'm gonna stop here. Have a class from 9 until 10 now. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Smash the like button, don't forget. For those who haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. For those who don't support the channel, if you can do it, please. There is a group, $3 categories, $3 per month. If you can do it, good. If you can't, just to binge watch my videos, especially the one on Wednesday, because the numbers are horrible. I'm very embarrassed of myself, and I think you guys like me and support me, so don't let me be embarrassed, because I'm very embarrassed with that video. So if you can help me with the numbers, just like Tisha said, put the video and go wash your car, but let the video roll. It's not a problem. I don't get offended. One day when you have patience, you can watch the whole thing in details, but at least you give me the view and the numbers. Thank you very much. Muito obrigado. E até logo. A gente se fala. See you on Monday at 6:30. Bye bye, guys.